What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And you know, if you are one of those cats out there that is in the I love to watch Disney crash and burn business, man, business is 100% booming for this stunt. I mean, it is absolutely amazing to see what has happened to this company over the years, man. Disney has absolutely fallen flat on their face through Marvel, through Star Wars, okay? And now Pixar is jumping into this thing. This might be the next one to watch. Elemental, the next Pixar joint, right? And it's sitting at a 57% right now on Rotten Tomatoes. And I know what you're saying, man, that's 57%. DA, that's early. That's too early, man. It's only been 7 reviews. What are you talking about? Look, I'm one of these cats. I can still remember some of these Pixar joints, right? Because you got to remember, Pixar was the gold standard for children's entertainment or animation, let's say. Kids loved Pixar films, okay? And parents loved to take their kids to the Pixar movies, all right? And they were the gold standard. They were the crown jewel of children's entertainment and animation for a couple of decades, right? All right, you had like Finding Nemo, Toy Story, The Incredibles, WALL-E. I mean, some of the greatest animated films of all time, beloved classics, okay? And now this is where Pixar has fallen, okay? Back when John Lasseter was running the company, they were doing great, okay? But ever since he exited, and now you got all of these cats coming in here, the Disney influence just dropping into everything that they touch, okay? It's filtered over into Lucasfilm, it's filtered into Marvel, and now it's hitting Pixar, okay? You remember last year with Buzz Lightyear, okay? The Lightyear movie. That thing was an absolute disaster, lost them tons of money. They spent $200 million to get absolutely nothing, okay? Yeah, so it's just starting to come apart at the seams for Disney at this point, all right? And nobody's even really checking for this film. Like, how much buzz have you really heard about this movie, all right? This thing comes out in 3 weeks, all right? Ain't nobody talking about this, right? Nobody's talking about it, and the box office projections don't look that hot. Let's check it out. So this is on Box Office Pro, of course, the long-range box office calendar, all right? This is the latest one that just dropped this weekend. Yeah, you can see Elemental, okay, comes out June 16, right next to The Flash, all right? $31 to $41 million opening weekend. That's it, okay? That's it. That's all you're getting for a Disney Pixar movie of all things. Unreal, man. Unbelievable. They think this thing will tap out somewhere domestically at $167 million. Now, you say, well, maybe that's not too bad. How much did they spend on this joint? So this is an article on Hollywood Reporter, just came out yesterday. Let's skip on down to it right here. This is one giant, very expensive, $200 million to be exact, metaphor for immigration and exclusion. So, yeah, once again, we're going to be dealing with the social justice stuff, right? The social justice talking points. But $200 million again, Disney? What is Disney doing right now, okay? I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. I just don't understand why they keep spending $200 million on these regular movies, all right? I didn't understand Avengers Endgame or something big like that, but Elemental? Why are they spending this money, man? I'm starting to think this is something going on over there, Disney. Man, this is feeling like money laundering. Like, what are y'all doing with this money? This cannot cost $200 million. I am sorry. I don't care what voice talent you have with this thing, okay? I don't understand why this is costing $200 million to produce these joints. They're fleecing somebody somewhere. Somebody is getting fleeced, okay? I don't know who it is. You know who won't get fleeced? Audiences will not get fleeced, okay? Because they're going to stay away from this crap because, again, it just doesn't make any sense. And here we go on the wrap. Elemental projected to earn $40 million at the box office opening amongst Pixar's lowest. So this is going to be one of the lowest openings in Pixar's history, all right? This is absolutely crazy. Let's go ahead and check this out. The first round of box office projections for Disney's Pixar's Elemental are not looking good, as the original title about a city full of fire, water, plant, and air beings is tracking for one of the worst opening weekends in Pixar history. Yeah, a city full of fire, water, plant, and air beings. That don't appeal to me at all. I don't know who would want to watch some nonsense like this. Yeah, my kids definitely wouldn't be wanting to check this out. Yeah, this sounds dumb. Currently, Elemental is projected for an opening weekend of around $40 million. In the near 30-year history of Pixar feature films, in which 23 have been released theatrically, only 2 have earned 3-day openings of less than $40 million. The first was The Good Dinosaur, also from Elemental director Peter Sohn. So you mean to tell me that this guy directed one of the worst Pixar films in terms of box office and y'all gave him another one? Hold on. I gotta be reading this wrong. Let me just clean my shit real quick, okay? I misread what I just thought I read. I misread that. Because there's no way that you would give $200 million to a dude that can't even make a good film. Yeah, let me read this one more time. This cat right here, Peter Saw, made a movie. Opened up to 35 million. Only 35 million over a 3 days weekend on Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving weekend, no less. Thanksgiving weekend, one of the big weekends for family entertainment. And they just handed him another $200 million to do it again. This guy had a Thanksgiving opening back in 2015, 8 years ago, okay? He had a Thanksgiving opening and he failed then, and it sounds like he's about to fail again. Sheesh. The second film was Onward, which opened to 39 million in March of 2020 on the weekend just before COVID-19 shut down theaters for a year. Since then, the only Pixar film to get a full release was last year's Toy Story spinoff, Lightyear, which flopped with a $50 million domestic opening and a final total of 118 million domestic, 226 million worldwide against a $200 million budget before marketing costs. Yeah, it's probably going to be doing somewhere in the neighborhood of this number. All right. It's just amazing. I don't understand why this movie is coming out first and foremost, because this doesn't sound like an interesting film. All right. All right. They're talking about, oh, it's about immigration and exclusion. All right. So they're throwing all of this social justice stuff in there. OK, that's right there on the surface. It felt like that just watching a couple of trailers. Like, yeah, this feels like this is about to be some kind of, you know, a message film. OK, it's going to be one of those message films. And there's always some sort of a message in all of the Pixar films. Don't get it twisted. OK, but this seems like it's leaning heavily into that. All right, very heavily into a message. Projections can change greatly in the 3 weeks between the first round of tracking and release, but Disney has work to do convincing audiences, especially families, to come out for Elemental. I don't think families is coming to see this, okay? I just have a feeling they're going to go back and watch Spider-Verse, or maybe even The Little Mermaid, or maybe, you know, The Flash, right? Flash is coming out the same weekend. People might just say, hey, let's go check out Flash, especially if Flash ends up being a good movie. The wild success Universal has enjoyed with films like Illumination's The Super Mario Bros. Movie and Minions The Rise of Gru, even if they had the advantage of being based on established IP, shows that families have already returned to theaters, 100%. There's no more of that, well, families really ain't coming out to the theaters, bullshit. Nope, families are still coming to theaters. They just ain't coming to theaters to watch y'all trash. Now Disney must convince them to do the same with an original Pixar film, something that was an easy layup for families in the 2000s and the 2010s. Yeah, 100%, man. Pixar was it, man. Pixar was it. And maybe this is a situation where, hey, I think losing John Lasseter was a huge, huge L, okay? For that company, for Disney, for Pixar. Losing him was a huge L, all right? And yeah, it's going to have stronger reviews than Lightyear. And actually, Lightyear didn't get bad reviews from the critics anyway. Yeah, Lightyear has 74%, right? 74% on the tomato meter, okay? And then, you know, 84% with the audience score. That's not bad. These aren't bad numbers, all right? Yeah, but that didn't mean nothing. It didn't do jack shit in the box office, okay? And I think ultimately we're going to see Disney run the same game. They're going to try to run some cover. They'll probably have this audience score well above 90%. All right. Oh, audiences love it, even if the critics are trashing it or whatever. What is it again? At 57%. When this audience score starts coming out and everybody starts talking about, oh, yeah, it's great, you're going to see all kind of glowing ratings and reviews. Okay. But I don't think it's going to matter. All right. Because look, nobody is interested in whatever the hell this is. Some little water person or whatever. Who wants to see this? They say Disney is hoping that by screening Elemental on the final day of the Cannes Film Festival this weekend, yeah, they screened it, and guess what happened? They got these negative reviews. They got that 57% for the people that reviewed it so far. Of course, there's always a chance it could backfire, gets mixed reviews like The Dial of Destiny, which it looks like it's going to get. But a strong reception could be the start to at least get Elemental on the radar of some adult audiences, particularly parents. Okay, again, your kids have to want to go see this. I think they're always thinking, oh, you know, we got to appeal to the parents. And then parents will drag their kids to see this crap. That's not the way this works, okay? Your kids tell you what movies they want to see, okay? You ask them, hey, you guys want to go see Elemental? If they go, huh? What? Like, some kids are just happy to go to the movies, so they'll say yes to anything. But, like, some kids are like, nah, I think I'm good, you know? Especially if it looks like it's not a good movie, okay? Some kids are just like, I'm cool. I'll stay at home. I'll play with my toys, all right? Parents, people that have kids, they understand this stuff, okay? It's like they don't understand, oh, we got to get the parents involved. The parents are just going to listen to the kids. And if the kids say, I don't know what this is and I'm not interested in it, you're not going to buy, I'm about to throw $15 per ticket to go out and watch this? Are you kidding me? Disney, again, and all of these cats up here in Hollywood, you guys got to understand that there's a different dynamic that's working here, and you guys are in tune with that, all right? Parents are no longer just dragging their kids to see whatever's out, all right? The prices are too high. Parents got to ask questions now. Wait, what do you want to go see? You want to go see The Flash? A lot of parents be like, hey, let's go see The Flash, right? They ain't going to want to go see this crap. I mean, no, I'm sorry. No offense to whoever made this thing, okay? But the reality is his kids are not going to want to go and watch this, okay? At least not in a great degree. At least that's my opinion right off the bat. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out as this thing gets released. But yeah, I mean, another bomb for Disney. I mean, how many is this in a row, okay? Exclude Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of a one-off, okay? And it's doing very well, but it still hasn't made its money back, all right? Still hasn't quite made its money back. So we still have to see how that's going to shake loose. But man, Elemental, Disney kids films, they just don't seem to get it, all right? And again, putting in any kind of messaging, okay? All of the messaging that they just keep layering heavily in the trailers. You can feel the message coming out in the trailers, okay? And parents are looking at that and they're like, no thanks, let's go watch The Flash, all right? That's what we're about to do. Anyway, folks, what do y'all think about this situation? I think Disney, another bad move on Disney's part, putting $200 million into a film. And I don't understand what they think this thing is going to do. Do they think this is going to be an $800 million movie? Because why would you spend this amount of money on a kid's film? I just don't get it anymore. But you guys go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and your opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.